The struggle to survive is clear in the Entropism fashion. Exposed cybernetics and ripped clothes are the norm in the poorest corners of Night City. Come with me for the third episode of my frame-by-frame analysis of 2077 in style trailer. I am EdgeRunner Code, and if you missed any of the previous episodes or want to see the next ones, just check the links on the video description. While at it, smash that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my upcoming content. Now let's take a good look on what the Entropism fashion is all about. This segment starts with the timeline from the Entropism. This style came to be thanks to the Fourth Corporate War and the collapse, where people were struggling to survive. A product was like super scarce, there was no infrastructure or logistics throughout the world, and people still had to eat, had to dress themselves, and had to find cybernetics. Those are dire times. Here we see a really nice concept art for the poorest districts of Night City. This looks like Santo Domingo, not 100% sure though. Another concept art in the front with a economic vehicle on the back. This guy have a really weird style though. Alright, let's move on. A middle class SUV right on the middle, and again, all the vehicles are gonna be dealt in the upcoming video, where I'll break down every single frame of the Rise of the Dark Future video. On the first gameplay shot of this section, we begin with a poor district, probably a royal. We're driving a Mackie guy, Mai. The interior is super retro and it almost feels like we're driving an 80s Game Boy. There is trash everywhere and the street is worn down. There's a lot of damage here and painting. You can also see the Rosaka towers in the back and the very bottom levels of a mega building, a mega housing building, just like the ones that we have our apartment on. Moving out a little bit more from the city, we have this guy with a very old prosthetic arms talking to a phone. The place looks like a bar or a store, judging by the decor on the back here. There's some clothes and a mannequin there. We can also see some kids playing on the right. There's the fast traveling totem also in the back. On the horizon, we can see a huge DTR carrier crashed on the mountain, and from different shots from other trailers, we know that this is not a mountain actually. I mean, this is right here, we can see some stone, but this place is completely covered by trash. I wonder how much trash do you have to make to create a pile this high. We also have an economic car here on the back and some power lines as well. The next frame is on the same location and we can still see the same carrier on the background, so this is a different angle. Again, some poor people minding their business, a guy wearing a mask, so probably got used after 2020's COVID pandemic. Those guys are playing some sort of card game, maybe poker or 2077 equivalent of that. Maybe this could be a mini game, we could play against them and earn some coins, some eddies. A cool detail is the denting on the soda can. It's like a little bit bumped. I love those small things on this game. Here we have the same shot from the postcards from Night City, where we have this homeless blonde girl, and the way she looks at it is quite interesting. Maybe she's a romance option. She's really digging us. On the next shot, we have a guy just sitting and chilling, taking some sun. Love the turtleneck. The jacket is also quite interesting. We see a lot of garbage laying around, and a lot of people are complaining about those polygonal cans, but honestly, I don't think that's a mistake or anything, because they're everywhere. I really do think that the shape of those cans are intentional. Here we can see they are clearly hexagonal cans. This is interesting because on a hexagonal can, you can store them way more compact, so it's more efficient transportation. There's the trade-off of manufacturing and resistance, but maybe they fixed those issues in 2077, because look at how this bottle is way more rounder than the can, so I don't think it's the engine limitation here. Either way, let's move on. The next shot is a zoom out from this, and we can have a better look of his style. He's wearing like a All-Stars Jordan or something. Leave in the comments if you know which sneakers those are. We see the same arcades we saw before on the Coho bar, but they are in not a good shape here, but they appear to be functional. There's a vending machine with a lot of graffiti on it. For the next shot, we have this guy with a really mean face, a lot of trash. We have the ad for the El Guapo Need for Speed. I have no idea what it is. Maybe it's an energy drink. On the back here, we can see the ferry wheel, I think, that we saw in a different shot. On this poster, we see a very weird ad that I think is from that band, that Us Crack band. Yeah, it's definitely just by looking at the eyes. Anyway, it's a weird ad. On the next shot, we have another view of the city. There's this mega building. There is an Arasaka building here. So by the industrial vibe, this could be the Arasaka waterfront. We have this pipe in here that could be some air conditioner system, maybe a fast transport system. There's some AVs floating on the back. We have a couple of DTR carriers operating here, transporting goods around the city, and some light traffic. One nice detail though is the materials. There's a lot of rust on this part of the city, and I really love how the styles, the visual styles, the Entropies, kitsch, neo-militarism, and neo-kitsch, they also apply to the city itself. It's not only about the fashion that people are wearing, but it's also about the buildings, the streets, and the vehicles. Next shot, there is a 2077 Amazon storage. Actually, nope, it's not Amazon. That's probably some Arasaka factory. In a way, that's some workers minding their business here. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to tell me by hitting that like button. If you spotted anything that I missed, make sure to write down in the comment sections below. I would love to hear from you. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I see you next time.